why should somebody own a business? Why should somebody build a business?
Oh, wow. Let's just say that W-2 job is just a job. And I always have felt in my mind, and there are some statistics that if you get paid 500,000, the company is making 11 times that or something like that. So if you get paid 500,000, the company you're working for is making a lot of profits. So why not to really be yourself entrepreneur?
Good morning. This is the Abundance Mindset Podcast. Sit back and relax as we discuss hot topics on how to handle and grow your business, self-development, and how positivity can bring profitability in your life. Here are your hosts, Vinney and Gualter.
Welcome back, alchemists. This is Abundance Thursdays with myself, Gualter Amarelo, and the great Vinney Chopra. We're coming at you. Vinney, you said it was 49 degrees in California?
49 degrees, brother. Ooh, it's cold. It's shivering. But you know what? The exciting part is it rained yesterday. It's so beautiful. Look at that. I mean, look at the fall, all the leaves falling and everything. But it rained and we love the rain. California loves the rain and it's cold, but I love to get out, in my neighborhood and just have fun. Do some meetings, and I've been kind of doing Zoom meetings this morning.
So it's already 9 o'clock out there. I know you wake up super early. You wake up at 5, and sometimes you wake up at 4. I see those texts. They're early for me. It's 7 o'clock my time. Uh, as you're doing your miracle mornings, you and I do this Abundance
Yes,
Thursdays. You've been out
yes,
working. You've been walking. And
yes.
you were just telling me you're 71 years old and you're still having fun doing this, building syndications. 71 years young. I know your wife
Yay,
is
young. I
slowly
like
catching
the
up to
word
you.
young. See, every birthday I tell our kids, and I say that everywhere. Let's tell our subconscious mind, I'm 1 year younger. Every birthday. And guess what it does for you, really? So you never grow old. You start going back, you know?
And you're still out here adding value. One of the things that you do every single week is we look at one of the wealth principles. And this one, because it is so involved in what you do on the daily, you're known for being a real estate investor. You're known for being the big multifamily guy, $1.6 billion in assets under management. But what a lot of people don't know is that you actually have a lot of businesses. You have a Bitcoin fund, you have the residential assisted living fund, you have the hospitality fund, you have a security division and you have a quick
Cybersecurity, cloud
cybersecurity,
defense. Yes,
Scarlet
yes.
Books.
Scarlet Books, the cooking.
Can you list some of your businesses that you're an investor in or you own part of?
Oh my gosh, I'm into ATMs. I'm also into digital websites which generates lists. I own 40 of those in different sections of the country, and then we provide leads to contractors and all. I get about maybe 3 to 4 thousand passively coming into my account every month almost now. Then I am also into ATMs, which I get about 5,800 every month coming from them automatically into my account. Of course, our duplex brings 2,800, whatever. It's gone in value from 91,000 to 275,000. I just found out. So I could sell it anytime with 1031. But no, we have lots of different businesses. I'm into strategic funds in medtech. I believe in all the advances of the medical field. So I'm into that quite a lot.
And one of the
And
cool
stock
things.
market. Hold on. I play a lot. I shouldn't say how many millions, but I play a lot on Robinhood. And I'm up 740,000 this year, just in
I've
that
seen your
alone.
Robinhood account. So I remember a year ago when you showed it to me, and this year when you showed it to me, I was like, oh wow, like that's good. Like you've absolutely crushed it. And what's really cool is you're also on boards. I know you're on the Alchemist Station board.
Yeah.
We actually have our meeting next week. You're on other
Yes.
boards as well. What other boards are you on? And why do you
Oh,
contribute to boards?
I like to be. I'm on Evoke board, Elevate board with Brother Craig Shaw. because I think the key thing is when I invest money into any kind of deal, oh, plug XR, hold on, I need to make a big plug on that one. Plug XR, which is a metaverse company and virtual reality company back in India, and their office is in New York. I mean, address also. I've invested in that one, which is going to go very big, coming up here. And we have so much going on. I like to be on the board because then I can have the pulse of what's happening and give my 2 cents, as advisory boards, all the information that I've accumulated, all the skills or ideas, to make some difference in the direction of the companies. And not that much direction, but always advisors are very good. You learn from them and you bring some great attitudes, great momentums, great uniformity, great vision into the company's charter,
I like it because it goes back to kind of put all your eggs in one basket, right? It gives you control. It gives you the ability
Yeah.
to guard that basket and look at the investments you've gotten into. And also
Yes.
it fits your personality of giving back and contributing and helping people, that positivity. So
Yes.
owning a business is not a lot.
Yes.
It's like not easy, right? A lot of people don't know why they should own one. I know Rich Dad, Poor Dad in his book, he said, you should own a business no matter what it is. Just own something for the tax advantages. Can you speak to that a little bit? Like you talk to a lot of entrepreneurs, like why should somebody own a business? Why should somebody build a business?
Oh, wow. Let's just say that W-2 job is just a job. And I always have felt in my mind, and there are some statistics that if you get paid 500,000, the company's making 11 times that or something like that. So if you get paid 500,000, the company you're working for is making a lot of profits. So why not to really be yourself entrepreneur? It has its own ups and downs. It's got its own repercussions and everything, but it's great to have a side hustle, which all started for me, to be truthful. It's just that real estate syndication got me to a platform where we are making so much money. When you make so much money, you want to invest that money in the right places. And that's what has happened. So we keep on adding companies and things to grow the income and give to more charities and, take care of our own memories, I say, with the family travels and all the things and all that stuff. So forming a new company, I was thinking about today's topic. How many businesses fail? Quite a lot. Quite a lot. I
A
don't
lot
know
of
some
them.
number. Lot of them, exactly. 97% somebody said,
After
fail
10
in
years, 97% have failed.
have failed. Exactly. First year, 50% fail. Second year, third year, I think 65, something like that. But then that is where we need to put a lot of effort, right? As I look at it, what's the business about? Who are the customers? If there is a need, why is that need? Why the competition is not able to fulfill the need? Or if the competition is doing really, really well, then how are you going to come in that competition and bring your product, and what kind of money you going to spend in marketing and advertising? It's one thing to do a company, put it out there on the board and LLC and this and that, Wyoming LLC or Delaware or Las Vegas, but it's the structure, it's the vision, it's the mission, it's the product, it's everything, brother, right? So you got to look at, and you could just look into Google and look into YouTube, how to start a new company, how to start a company in California. It's got its own repercussions and all that. And then try to look into who is out there who's doing it.
So
See,
how do you
anything.
how,
Go ahead.
because you just gave us kind of like a lot of things here, right? Like one, entrepreneurial spirit. Like you have to want to be paid more than just the bare minimum of what your employer is going to give you. Like I heard Grant
Yeah.
Cardone say that your average employee should earn you $250,000. You should make $250,000 off of every employee that you have in your company. I'm nowhere near
Mhm.
that number, but I know that that's a number that a lot of businesses look at. So the entrepreneurial
Yes.
spirit is because you want to make more, you want control, you want tax advantages. Then
Yes.
you kind of gave us that there's ways to identify opportunity, there's ways to identify threats. And then you mentioned some of the challenges, like, marketing is a challenge. Like, do people even want your product? So
Huge.
could we go back to identifying opportunities? Like, how do you've obviously picked a very unique type, or it seems like there's a lot of different things, but they seem to be very close to a technology almost. A lot of what you picked seems to attach to your engineering brain. So how did you come up with some of those? Like, how do you
Thank
identify an
you.
opportunity?
Thank you. I would say definitely you want to be on the cutting edge to see which fields are really, really strong. IT has always been strong. MedTech has been very, very strong. Artificial intelligence now, AI, it's going to change the world for a better or worse, mostly better. But the key thing is it's going to be bigger than anything. A virtual reality, AR, artificial intelligence, reality, also AR, all those things. So
Augmented
I
reality.
always
Yep.
augmented reality. Thank you. And
Yeah.
then financial sectors, all these, and real estate. Oh my gosh, commercial real estate, the best time ever is coming in 2024, 25. It's going to be just like 2008, 9, when we went through a big slump in the economy. That's what is going to happen in 24, 25. So many great opportunities will be there for people who have their eyes open and they are ready with some money, some dry powder, we call it, with interest rates going down slowly, slowly, slowly. The great opportunities are going to be coming because people will be in trouble. Lots of these long these interest rates hikes and the bridge loans and everything have got to be met with right next year. So let's talk about how do I choose. I like to put my eggs. I know one episode we did put all the eggs in one basket, but I like to put a lot of eggs, different colored eggs, in different baskets.
And that comes from your wealth, right? You've already established
Yeah,
an extreme
yeah,
level of
yeah.
wealth. So for
Yes,
the average
yes,
person
yes,
getting started, they should probably follow the path
yes,
you followed. Duplex.
yes.
Uh, I think you did you did a 11 unit, and then you scaled
14,
up, scaled
14
up,
units. Yeah,
14
that was my
units,
kickoff.
14.
That's my start. 14 units for 180,000. And look at that. If you have big mindset, that's the other thing I want to talk about, if I may. See, it's not starting a business. It's the mindset of making it happen, mindset of winning it, mindset of really getting consumed with the idea. If the idea is that strong, then why we don't take it to the end and make it a very fruitful business,
I
right?
love that.
That's how I believe in. I believe in if everything is dotted, I's are dotted and T's are crossed, right? Then we should be able to put everything we got in our power to make it successful because you decided to do it. I'm just trying to be in a location here. I live around on the other side of the hill, actually. So I came on this side, new side. Oh, I like it. This is a good background now.
It's
So
good. You're talking about these challenges. So we in our show notes it says navigating challenges, the third part to this, and you're going through, like, it is that mindset. It is that the
it's
unyielding
totally
mindset that
mindset.
you're going to succeed no matter what.
Hi, I'm Vinney Chopra. I'm a real estate investor, commercial real estate investor, motivational speaker, author of 3 books, and also have an academy where I teach about how to raise money and how to invest in commercial real estate. So if you would like to find out more about it, please DM me or email me or go to vinneychopra.com, and you can invest also if you're accredited investors or sophisticated investors to get the tax savings and passive incomes. That is also my forte.
And you started
Exactly.
saying big mindset. So what are some of the steps to scaling your success? It's the next part we had on here.
You know what? I would definitely say anybody listening to us, if you're giving some ideas or in your yellow pad or in your iPhone or Android, look at those 4 or 5 ideas. First of all, you have to have a mindset that you are going to be working harder than W-2. Because if you're doing, a W-2 job, what are the times you'll be able to devote to your new company, new business? It has to be written down. Family needs to be brought into action, and tell them, hey, dad or mom, they are starting a new business, everything. Everybody needs to be on board. Number one. Secondly, attitude
Everybody's on
of
board. That is
everybody. You
so
got
your
to.
kids are on board. Your wife's on board.
Yeah,
Your parents are on
yeah.
board. You're letting everybody, hey, this is my business I'm starting. I need you on board. Cool.
Totally, totally.
Okay.
Then you go into analysis phase. You say, okay, what niche I'll be happy with? See, don't think that I want to just start this for the sake of starting a new company. You want to see what it will really bring to you in 5, 10, 15, 20 years because you want to get into something that makes you happy, that goes with your lifestyle, that goes with your thinking, that goes with your value system, all those things, right? So you need to really look at a niche. Niche is the word of anything that you love to do. Like, when I'm working 19 hours a day, my wife's conscience says, are you tired yet? I said, no, I could go for another 19 hours because you enjoy it. It's never a work for me. Never. You say, how long you been working? I say, never. I never worked in my life. I just have fun every day, every day. And that's what is the attitude we need to have as an entrepreneur. I'm a serial entrepreneur and I dig into it and I just make quick decisions. I make wise decisions. I made some wrong decisions, but mostly wise decisions because you got to not go into analysis paralysis, I call it. A lot of us get stead on the sideline, let the opportunity go away. And we don't want to open the door of success, or the success is around the corner. We say that, right? But we give up. See, perseverance, consistency, not giving up, and living with, all passion about the company that you want to start, you will be successful.
So this idea of scaling comes from planning to scale. It's not just you get into a business and then you hope it works out. You've also
Yeah,
pointed out that your family has to be on board. You've got to have a plan to scale. And then the last thing you just said is a commitment. Like you just have to go through the process. You got to be
you have
disciplined.
to.
You got to stick to it and get through the process you set up. When plans change, is that when things happen, we'll call it high interest rates, inflation. Right now, your
Yes,
business plan. I'm not going to share the business plan you just shared with me, but your business plan solves a problem for people who are in a lot of problem. They made some mistakes because of the market
yes,
conditions. It was completely market related. Is this new business you're starting? How
yes.
how does a person get past those things? Like, what is that? How does somebody like just dig in and keep
Wow.
going? Because the plan doesn't work anymore. The old plan doesn't work. The goal stays
I
the same.
know,
How
I
do you know it's
know.
time to redo the plan?
See, I'm so glad you're saying that. I mean, again, in real estate, those people who got these bridge loans and everything, the big thing is to talk to the lenders. I think we did one episode like that to find ways to talk to the loan departments of the banks and also talk to your investors and share with them that, hey, this is a predicament. We never thought we will be in 3 years back or 2 years back, but it's upon us, so we need, these are the 5 options or whatever, right? 3 options. And then let them, decide on. Nobody wants to lose their investment. So there are different ways to skin the cat, you know, dealing with the investors, finding another group to invest in, finding some, other kind of vehicles to reduce or go IO, interest only, if it's going principal and interest only right now, so that the banks don't really foreclose on you. You could go ahead and ask them to go only interest only, or even payments in different segments, or not being able to pay in a month. Maybe they could take the difference and carry it forward, add it to the principal, because it's a time of everybody, big opportunity to, not lose your asset. See, that's the thing. If you lose the asset in a foreclosure or anything, you lose investors' money, right? And thankfully, I only bought one last year with my partner, 1 year before, and 2 year before. So I've been selling my assets at the peak and everything. So hindsight is 2020. I say that, but I didn't know interest rates will go 11 times high, last year, and I think 3 or 4 times this year. It's December now, but again, the key thing I would say, Walter, is to just breathe and deep breath, sit down with your team, sit down with your top investors, sit down with your partners, seek, help from all the avenues so that you could save your assets.
I love that, because every time you say save your assets, I hear save your ass. And that's like, you just got to make sure that you stay in the business long enough. It's not, the
Yeah.
property doesn't always have to cash flow, but you do have to keep it. You do have to
Yes.
keep the
Yeah.
asset, even if you lose money for a few months, or you break even for a few months, or you're not able to pay
Yes.
investors for a few months, whatever it takes to keep the asset. Because if you lose the asset, everybody loses money. It's better to not have the great rewards of a quick return than
Yeah.
to lose, millions and millions of dollars for your investors. That's really, really important. I think a lot of entrepreneurs forget that. They don't get into a business because it doesn't cash flow enough for them on day one. And you really do have this longer term approach when you're looking at the property and the assets. When you started all of this, you started with $7, right? You came to this country with nothing.
Yes.
Even when you started syndication at 54 years old, you started with $1,000. Your wife wouldn't let you invest more than that.
Yes.
How has this wealth creation through business had an impact on your life? Like, how has it changed your life? If you had never
Oh.
gone into business, like, what do you think the big differences have been made?
Oh my gosh, it's so our whole mind of spending money has changed. Of course, when you have so much money in the bank accounts and all, I tell my wife always, you know what, we're going to die one day, right? Everybody has to die. So let's make memories. Let's use the things, what we materialistic or non-materialistic, we give a lot of charities, funds and all. We just spent a lot of money last week through our two foundations and all that. But the big thing is, let's just make memories, because this money, if we leave millions of dollars, how they'll be spent by our children will be different, and we won't know it. So let's make memories. So travels have been really a lot of fun. 6 travels this year. We are planning already at least 6 next year. Why to go back? And then also spending money. Like I was just talking to my wife. This is so interesting. We had our big television in the family, in the bedroom, and it's like 4 or 5 years old. I said, honey, guess what? There are so many new ones, and then spend $4,000 is nothing for us, right? So we're gonna buy one. We are going on vacation next week. After I come back, I'll order that. We are doing some other things in our home. We are just, it's just so wonderful to have the flexibility to be able to use that money for whatever we want, whenever we want, with whoever I want, or whatever. There is something, a lot of people say that. So it has given us a different mindset of abundance in financially and mentally, and we are able to do for physically also, going for massages and this, and also for what's the other word, some clubs and all the good things. And then I'm a drinker, right? Not a drinker, but I do drink wine, and top wines getting there. I just spent close to 700,000 or so. Oh my gosh, I'm saying it, on buying some whiskeys and single malts and all, which I love. you know so the key is, then once you make good money, you say, what, I want to live a fluent style. And hopefully one day is to own a plane. That has been one of my things, and maybe a Rolls Royce and all that. So it might happen, but it's good to dream big, because if you don't dream big, nothing will happen in our lives. We got to dream big. and that motivates you, and you should, along with materialistic things, also say, I want to give to the charities and the clear water and the carbon initiative and the schools and the orphanages and the hungers and the seniors. We have several organizations, that we give money.
That Vinny just nails it. That's why somebody should start a business. You started from nothing, but you didn't start from nothing. You had your mindset, and your mindset was developing, and you've continued to improve it. And one of the greatest things that you said you've gotten from business is a further understanding of abundance, a further, deeper understanding of abundance. I love employees. I've been an employee. I think I still am in some aspects to my life, and I love the work, and at the same time, I also would not understand abundance if I hadn't gotten into business and seen just the capacity for next level. And I think that even you're an employee in certain parts of your life, right? You see yourself as a CEO of Monil, right? And your daughter does a lot of that work. But it's really, really fascinating, I think, learning from you. And for everybody who's listening, if you're getting value from Vinny, go follow him on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook. He puts out different content on all of his channels. He's going to be with us this Saturday. Saturday between 12 and 3, we're doing a training on how to buy real estate in 2024. So Vinny will be coming in for a few minutes, teaching us, guiding us.
Yes.
And if you want access to that webinar, just drop yes in the chat, or you can go to my Facebook page and just type yes on that link, and I will make sure that you have access to it. Show up for the 52 Weeks to Wealth this weekend, and we'll make sure you get the link there as well. So every Thursday, we come into this call. We get Vinny to give us some sort of knowledge about one of the wealth principles. If you're getting a ton of value from this, share this video with a friend. Share it with somebody who also is looking to level up in their business or in their real estate business. Vinny, we do this every Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What piece of advice would you give somebody who's building their business right now?
As we talk today, like starting a business, if you're thinking about starting a business, now is the time. Now is the time. It might be 20 years back, 30 years back, but nobody could change that. I just feel so proud and humbled, and gratitude gives out to my company, Motivational Speaking. I was with them for a long time. My wife wanted me to really branch out into real estate. And guess what? I started at 56. I'm 71 now. But you can start it today. If you're young, old, it doesn't matter. You can start with $7 or $0, but start something today along with W-2. Get out of shackle, get out of rat race, because having a business will change your life.
No, you heard it here. Keep the dry powder. Get ready to do the deals that are coming in 2024. We'll see you Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. PST. Cheers to your success. We have a choice. Always work with the best. See you on the next one.
God bless. God bless.
Hey there! The upcoming episode is scheduled for Thursday. We appreciate your viewership of the Abundance Mindset Show. Tune in every Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 12 p.m. Eastern on various social media platforms hosted by Vinney Chopra and Gualter Amarelo. Don't forget to subscribe, share your comments, and leave a 5-star review. Thank you for your support.